Okay, welcome back to the Recycled Cottage and Garden. This is Angela, and we're going through the series one day at a time here of the ABCs of personal growth. And today we're on E for encouragement. And I can tell you from vast experience of 61 years that receiving encouragement and giving encouragement to others is much preferable to criticism. So there's my word of wisdom today. Stay away from criticism. Um, Let me check my notes here. Uh, you know, encourage yourself, encourage other people. Let me take those off so we won't get a glare. Um, Especially those that really need encouragement. It may just be tiny little things, but you have no idea how much someone may appreciate a pat on the back, a smile, a gee, your hair looks great today. Any little tiny inconsequential thing that you could do or say that means little to you might mean the world to them. I know that personally, even when it's constructive criticism, depending on how it's delivered, I will respond much better to encouragement than I will criticism. I may change how I do something because of criticism, but I certainly do not feel good about it. I usually end up being angry to some extent. I'm working on that. I don't deal with criticism as much. I'm not working, so I don't have a workplace where I would get criticized, although that has happened in the past. Um, but I'm also learning to, and I'm doing a lot more of it, encouraging other people. And that works a change in you. That's my thought on it. It's working a change in me to, and sometimes if it's somebody you deal with all the time, it can get very tiring to always be the one doing the encouraging if they don't. If they don't encourage back or respond back in a positive manner. I deal with somebody that I I don't know, but I don't think that they got near enough encouragement or love or affections shown as a child. Um, I've heard statements like that they were put down in school. They were always told, well, you can't do that. Um, People thought that they had issues that they really didn't. Never tried to understand. And, in a public school situation, it's just not always possible for the teachers to really understand each student, depending on how many may have in their class. But it was a time period, same as when I grew up, where there was a disassociation between students and teachers in a public school setting. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Um, but anyway, I have found that I get better results, better responses from this person when I've been encouraging and upbeat and just well, you look great today, or oh, that was a good thing you did, or oh, that's wonderful, or well, you did a great job on that. Anything like that. It costs you nothing but a few seconds to say something like that. If they're the type of person who can take affection, physical affection, then, a pat on the back, squeeze the shoulder, whatever. If it's an appropriate place and an appropriate time, I see nothing wrong with that. I know in a lot of workplaces, you have to be very, very, very careful of what you do physically. Understand that. Don't agree with it. But I understand it because some people have gone way beyond and taken advantage of people, and that's not right. But in a personal situation, you're visiting with a friend or a whatever, if they're the kind that it can handle, a hug or a pat on the back kind of thing, go for it. I don't see any problem with that. The workplace is going to be the only place you have to be really careful. And I'm not a real demonstrative hug in public kind of person anyway, but I do like affection from people I care about. I grew up with a lot of that. Um, Mom was always hugging me or rubbing my back or, telling me I did something great. My parents were very good about never telling me I could not do something if I wanted to try something new. Mom was always exceedingly encouraging about it. Um, I don't know. Of course, I was also an only child and a spoiled child. Hopefully not a brat, but I definitely been spoiled and taken care of all my life. So, giving those encouraging words just really, it doesn't cost hardly anything except for a little time. Um, in the notes from the article at tinybuddha.com, and there'll be a link in the description box. Um, says build up and inspire and motivate. Lift people up. When you lift up others, you rise, which is true. That's very true. And be a support to people. Even if all you can say is, I'm sorry for what you're going through, I'm here if you need to talk, kind of thing. You know, most people don't take you up on that kind of thing, but maybe somebody will who really just needs an ear to listen. They may not need advice, and maybe you don't have advice. And maybe all you can say is, I have no idea what to tell you with this, but I'll pray about it. Or I'm always here to listen. If you just need an ear to listen, I'm here. I like one of the terms that they used in the article, which was be a cheerleader, because it's kind of like that. You're cheering people on. The guys out playing, or girls out playing ball games of one sort or another. You know, if somebody's cheering them on in any particular way that's positive, they're going to do their best and play even better. And I think that goes across the board no matter what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with. If you can say to at least one person every single day that you see other people, you may not be a semi hermit like me. Uh, but if you can say, I really like how you did this and such, or you did a great job on this, that, or the other, maybe at work. Your hair looks great today. Oh, what a put together outfit you have. Especially to ladies, that means a lot. It really does. Um, I can't say that today. I'm living in sweats for a few days. Now, all these videos are not being made on the same day. I do change clothes. I tend to wear the same outfit for a couple of days, but I do change clothes. But I'm videoing a bunch of these at once while there's no one here and I won't be interrupted and there's no extra noises. So I'm trying to make it more pleasant for you guys. Anyway, that's the encouragement end of it. And encouraging others and making a conscious decision to encourage others, even if it's just a smile. Smile at somebody when you pass them, coming in and out of door at a store. I will tell you this. I have lived in a very large city or near a very large city. I lived near Houston. And I've lived in a very small town where my parents live. And a small town is much more friendly than a big city like Houston or its outskirts, where people a lot of times don't even acknowledge that you're standing there. Um, it's just part of big city life, I guess. I, I I moved to Texas when I was 21, so I really can't say too much about my home state of Michigan. Um, I don't remember people being real standoffish, but I don't remember people being, you know, overly friendly either. Um, but it was a long time ago. Uh, I will say the same about a large city area like Houston. Uh, when you get in a smaller group of people, you get a lot of demonstrative people uh, who are quick to say something nice to you. But, a larger group of people or strangers, sometimes, if you get out in the country, you know, they'll wave as you're driving by. You don't even know who these people are. It doesn't matter. They're being friendly and polite. Here's what I've discovered. I don't know if it's all of Colorado. I kind of doubt it. I think it has a lot to do with this is a very small town in Colorado. It's 5,000 people, and that's not including the students for the college, unless they already lived here anyway. But actual residents, year round residents, is about 5,000 people in this town. That's about the same size of town where my parents live, that I was there for almost 7 years. But I have never, ever in my entire life, of any of the places I've been to and visited, have I ever seen more upbeat, smile on their face, friendly people as I have seen in this little town. And it doesn't matter whether they're the local college kid or whether they're somebody that's lived here all their life and they're 87 years old. People here smile and speak, and it's always a "hi, how you doing today" kind of thing. Have a good day, when you go out the door. And it's not because their boss told them to do that. That's just the way people here are. And it doesn't matter where it's at, who it is. Most of these people, I don't know who they are. Never seen them before in my life. And yet they're being pleasant and friendly and chatty. And it brings it out in me. So all I can say is it works. So I'm going to stop this video, and we'll see you again on the next one in the series. I've got everything under a playlist called the ABCs of Personal Growth, if you want to check it out from the very beginning. And there'll be a link in the description for the article that this list came from. And I hope you check that out too. Think about your own situations and just kind of ponder on something. To pick one of them and just ponder on it for a while and see what you come up with. Leave me some comments. Let me know if you like this or not. Hit the like button if you do. Subscribe if you feel like you want to. I do a lot of crafty type videos. Hopefully we'll be doing some more of those. It all depends what my schedule, what I end up getting into. But we'll be doing some more crafty videos here pretty soon. And y'all have a great day and enjoy life.